Hey everyone, Aaron from Ariens here, showing you how to assemble your brand new professional series Ariens Sno-Thro. If you purchased your Sno-Thro online through a national retail chain store this season, it could show up in your driveway like this, in the same crate that we boxed it up in at our factory in Brillion, Wisconsin. And though I'm certain the thought of some assembly required isn't the most appealing to you, I'm here to show you the easy step-by-step assembly procedure. Trust me, if I can do this, so can you. So as long as you have your safety goggles and gloves ready, let's begin.
Open the crate tops and remove the staples, keeping the tops closed. After all the staples have been removed, remove the cardboard inserts on the top of the crate. Locate the setup guide adhered to the top of the unit. Each Ariens Sno product is packaged with a pictorial instruction sheet showing the step-by-step out-of-box assembly procedure, which can be referenced as a complement to the material we're covering in this video. You'll notice the setup guide calls out a few tools. For this procedure, you'll need a socket wrench, a 3/8 inch socket, a 9/16 inch socket, two 1/2 inch wrenches, a needle nose pliers, and a cutting tool. Locate the chute rotation rod and set it aside. Locate the discharge chute and set it aside. Locate the literature pack and set it aside. The literature pack contains your operator's manual, engine manual, and other important resources. Continue removing the remaining cardboard inserts from inside the crate. Slowly and carefully cut the crate's corners so the crate's walls collapse. Then remove the walls from the base of the crate. Cut the zip tie retaining the shift rod to the handlebar post so the shift rod is free. Remove the bolts through the handlebar assembly and the base of the frame at the rear of the unit. There are two bolts on each side of the unit that need to be removed. From the front of the unit, firmly grasp the handlebar assembly and pull it up and away from the unit. If you don't have assistance, position a reliable support behind the unit. You'll need the handlebar assembly to be in a stable, upright position in the next steps. From an upward angle, install the handlebars over the rear of the frame. Be aware the right handlebar post will need to be installed from above the clutch arm through the unit rear. Align the top handlebar holes with the top holes in the frame and reinstall two of the bolts removed earlier. Only finger tighten at this point. Align the bottom handlebar holes with the bottom holes in the frame and reinstall the remaining bolts. Leave the bolts loose until all bolts are threaded, then tighten the hardware. Retrieve the wire harness trailing through the base of the right handlebar post and connect the coupler at the end of the harness to the coupler on the engine wire harness. Position the nylon tree clip somewhere beyond the midpoint of the exposed portion of the convoluted tube and insert the clip into the frame. Ensure the wire harness and clip are both secure. Remove the packaging from across the front of the handlebars and discard. If this is a rapid track model, pull the track adjuster cable through the top of the right handlebar post. Remove the hairpin from the lock finger weld pin at the rear of the unit. Then remove the outer jam nut from the cable adjustment barrel and insert the barrel through the track height adjuster plate. Reinstall the jam nut onto the adjustment barrel, install the cable eyelet onto the weld pin, and reinstall the hairpin. If you notice cable slack between the adjustment barrel and the cable eyelet, loosen the jam nuts on the cable adjustment barrel and adjust accordingly. When finished, tighten the jam nuts with two 1/2 inch wrenches. Retrieve the wheel drive clutch cable from inside the left handlebar post. Then remove the hairpin, washer, spring hook, and cable eyelet from the clutch lever. The cable should be completely free at this point. Also retrieve the auger drive clutch cable from inside the right handlebar post. Then remove the hairpin, washer, spring hook, and cable eyelet from the clutch lever. This cable should also be completely free at this point. Install the cable ends onto the clutch cable and the clutch arm through the rear of the unit. Reinstall the top cable ends to the clutch levers as they were before. First reinstall the cable ends, then the spring hooks, and secure with the washers and hairpins. Engage the clutch levers to ensure the cables have tension when engaged. When the clutch levers are released, the cables should have some slack. If cable tension is incorrect, refer to the cable adjustment procedure in the operator's manual. Remove the cleanout tool from the top of the housing and remove the cardboard and packaging. Then reinstall the tool into its holder. Remove the hardware from the chute mounting bracket. Position the chute over the discharge opening in the housing and align the chute pedestal with the chute mounting bracket. Install one of the chute mounting hardware sets through the P-clamp on the chute cable and use that hardware set to secure the top mounting location on the chute pedestal to the chute mounting bracket. Finger tighten the hardware only. We want the chute to remain loose for now. Ensure the chute deflector cable is routed correctly and runs along the left side of the chute gear cover. Remove the tapping screw retaining the gear cover to the chute pedestal and remove the gear cover. Cut the cable tie retaining the actuation gear to the chute pedestal. Disengage the lock arm from the chute gear teeth and rotate the discharge chute so it faces forward. Insert the chute lock cable through the front of the dash panel and insert the chute rotation rod end without ears through the front of the dash panel and into the quick turn chute control hub. Remove the hairpin from the opposite end of the chute rotation rod, position the quick turn chute control lever vertically, and insert the rod through the chute rotation gears. Reinstall the hairpin into the chute rotation rod and install the cable hanger onto the rod. Reinstall the chute gear cover and secure with its original hardware. Tighten the chute mounting hardware. Under the dash panel, remove the hairpin and the clevis pin from the quick turn chute control assembly. The spring will likely fall out of place after the clevis pin is removed, but we'll show you how to reinstall it later. Pull the rubber boot away from the cable anchor and insert the anchor into the quick turn chute control assembly. Then reposition the boot against the cable anchor. Reinstall the spring if it was dislocated earlier. Then reinstall the clevis pin through the right side of the chute control assembly, the cable eyelet, and the left side of the chute control assembly. Secure the clevis pin with the hairpin removed earlier. Position the chute deflector cable so the white mark is just above the P-clamp. Then secure the cable and the P-clamp on the engine base. Just don't close it so tightly that it restricts the cable movement. Move the chute deflector lever to its rearmost position. Remove the hairpin and the bushing from the base of the deflector lever under the dash panel. Pull the rubber boot on the chute deflector cable away from the cable anchor and insert the anchor into the cable bracket. Reposition the rubber boot against the cable anchor, install the cable eyelet onto the deflector, and reinstall the bushing and hairpin removed earlier. Pull the quick turn chute control lever back and turn it side to side to test the chute rotation function. Also move the deflector lever forward and back to ensure the deflector follows its full range of travel. Remove the gear case fill plug to ensure the gear case has oil. Gear case oil is dark red in color and should appear at the bottom of the fill plug. If no gear case oil is present, set this unit aside and contact Ariens Co. customer support. If the gear case has oil, reinstall the fill plug and tighten. If this is a hydrostatic drive unit, pull the hydrostatic bypass lever out to disengage the transaxle. If this is a rapid track unit, squeeze the track adjustment lever and shift to wheel mode before removing the unit from the crate pallet. If this is a hydrostatic drive unit, push the bypass lever back in after the unit is moved to where you want it. If this is a hydrostatic drive unit, move the shift lever to the neutral position. If this is a friction drive unit, move the shift lever to the fastest forward position. If this is a hydrostatic drive unit, move the bell crank at the rear of the unit so it's horizontal, which is its neutral position. Remove the hairpin from the trunnion at the base of the shift rod. Loosen the jam nut below the trunnion and turn the trunnion until it aligns with the hole on the bell crank. Then insert the trunnion through the hole and secure with the hairpin. Same goes for friction drive models. Align the trunnion with the shift arm and secure it to the shift arm with the hairpin. Tighten the jam nut against the trunnion when the adjustment is complete. Remove any remaining packaging material from the unit. If you're assembling an EFI model, locate the battery charger supplied in the unit's literature pack and charge the EFI battery according to the instructions in the operator's manual. Once the battery is charged, connect the battery to the unit's wire harness. Check the engine oil level by removing the dipstick and wiping it clean. Then Then reinstall the dipstick, turn it shut, remove it once more, and verify oil appears between the 2 marks at the end of the dipstick. If the oil level is outside the 2 marks, or if no engine oil is present, do not start the engine and contact the retailer where you purchased your unit from.
See, I told you that was going to be easy. Now before you start throwing snow, do a final walk around of your product. If you notice any quality issues like damage or missing parts, contact the retailer where you purchased your unit from for replacements. But if your Sno-Thro was everything you expected, register your new unit at ariens.com/registration. For help registering your new product, find the product registration instructional video on the Ariens YouTube channel. And finally, if you guys like this video and want to see more helpful content from Ariens, click on the subscribe button to be notified whenever we share a new video that shows you how to service or use your Ariens Sno-Thro.